Bustin! Join me on the roof!
فلتصحبك السلامة في رحلتك.
Bustin! I knew it was you. You're not the only one with eyes that see afar.
So, Tabed, you have filled the streets with eyes and spies.
Such is the life of a Rafiq. Without my knowledge, where would we be?
Knowledge is a tool, a weapon. It can be used for good or ill. And the Order is using it for ill indeed.
What have you learned?
Rot runs deep through the House of Wisdom. They are using some ancient book, hoping to build a wicked device.
I have heard rumors of this blasphemous contraption. They call it their great work.
The Order is experimenting on people, lethally. I have stopped them for now. But someone called El Rabisu is running things at the House of Wisdom.
Any idea about who this Rabisu character could be?
I have my suspicions about the great scholar, Fazil Fahim.
That fragile old man?
The clues I have gathered tell me so.
It could be. The House of Wisdom will be hosting a great symposium soon. An informal gathering of scholars. A lecture, refreshments, chatter. Even the great Arib will attend. Go, spy out this Fazil with care. But do not throw your blade at the symposium. We don't want to show our hand just yet. But if Fazil is guilty and alone, then like a viper, strike. But you must be sure.
Before I act, I will be sure. The symposium should be here. Baghdad's brightest, sharing their wisdom. I better not use my weapons here.
He will share the wisdom.
Pardon me. I am looking for the great scholar's lecture.
Basil Fahim's lecture about the antediluvian antecedents of humanity will begin soon. In the meantime, please enjoy our ample stock of exquisite delicacies and tasty refreshments.
Where is Arib al-Ma'muniya, the poet?
ستواجه صعوبة في العثور على أبي جعفر إذا ذهبت إلى بيت الحكمة.
Where is Arib al-Ma'muniya, the poet? Where is Arib al-Ma'muniya, the poet? Where is Arib? I hope to catch a whiff of her magnificent aura. So rare to see her outside of the round city.
The beloved is in the garden, ruminating upon the perfection of nature.
Oh, to be a flower held in her discerning hands, inspiring such languid verse.
She must be relieved to be free of her wealthy patrons, for a change.
Oh, perhaps she leads an exciting secret double life, slipping out of the palaces to find inspiration in common life.
I doubt it.
I told you I'd see you around.
Indeed. And what brings you back?
I want to show you something.
Hey, it's him! Call the watch! He's over here!
These House of Wisdom boars collect the wildest trinkets and gadgets.
I have been here before, Nihal. This is Ahmad ibn Musa's office. Have you been sneaking in there?
Criminal! 5 of you get yours! Guard! Guards over here!
It gives me a tingle down my spine. Like I'm nearing a cosmic secret.
You read too much about magicians and lost cities buried beneath the dunes.
You don't read enough. Perhaps there are other worlds, other people, out among the stars.
Nonsense.
Does this remind you of your nightmares?
No. More like something from the Bimaristan. Or a training chart of the Hidden Ones.
Ah, yes. The swift ways to kill silently. Death in seconds. Ahmed and his brothers are capable of designing some fantastic devices.
Not all of his ideas are that practical, I'm afraid.
Don't be so smug. The world is full of wonders.
This. I have seen this one before. Is this what you wanted to show me?
Yes. It reminded me of that object we found at the palace. What is it?
A drawing from an ancient book.
There is something you are not telling me.
You do not want to know what happens behind closed doors.
Why? Because you do not know either?
Because, as Derwish says, sometimes it is better not to know the truth behind the things we must do.
The truth, Basim, is that everything is here in front of you. But you refuse to look at it. This is about you. It has always been about you, ever since that night.
I took an oath, Nihal, to leave my old life behind and walk this path of shadows.
And maybe someday you will find the light. But until then, I will walk behind you every step of the way to remind you not to forget who you are.
Is that a threat?
I do not know.
Hunain, you should not be back so soon.
I know. I'm still nervous, but I couldn't stay away from my books.
I guess we must always do our duty.
وداعاً.
That astronomer might be one of them, though I doubt it. Sayyidi, I am honored to make your acquaintance.
Good to see more young people enjoying the House of Wisdom.
Do you think the great scholar will give a good lecture?
Do not waste time listening to his nonsense. I have written many more edifying and practical books instead.
On which topics?
I have written extensively about sundials, astrolabes, stars and planets, and the circumference of the Earth.
Fascinating, Sayyidi. I shall read more of your work soon. Wada'an.
Attention symposium attendees.
يطلب منا ذلك في نهاية إن آلة الزوج عمل والده على ذلك لسنوات.
جديدترین ارقام مرگ
النظرية الفلكية الجديدة على الأقل في خراسان إنهم ينفذون.
I say it's the government who are the problem.
Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed.
علي أخذ قدر الطبخ إلى المسبح.
Cast your gaze, Enkidu.
تلك النظرية الفلكية الجديدة التي ألقاها بين يتناول النظريات.
بیایید یک آزمایش ابتدایی
لا تسرع.
لم يسبق أن كانت
ذكي جدا. لكن المسألة تكمن
می توانستیم به تعدادی پسر بچه چند پیمان بدهیم.
Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed. There is that poet David loves, whose work keeps turning up in unexpected places.
Yes?
Symmetry of sky and sea, but only in thine eye do these two planes meet.
You have read my work. And who might you be?
A lover of poetry, nothing more. And of order. Or should I say, chaos.
I know only one living poet who loves chaos that much. Ali ibn Muhammad. Are you a fan of his pedestrian work?
The rivalry between you two is legendary. It enhances the craft. I cannot choose.
You are most diplomatic. But I would rather seek inspiration among these lovely blooms. Good day.
Sounds like the lecture is about to begin. I should return to the Kahraman. Pardon me. Is Fazil Fahim's lecture ready to begin?
Indeed it is. Head inside if you please.
Welcome, one and all, to the House of Wisdom, center of learning in Baghdad, indeed, of the entire world. I am Fazil Fahim al-Kimsa, first scholar of the House of Wisdom, wisest of the wise. Today, I will shock you with what may sound like outrageous blasphemies. Do not fear, good people. Though I am old, my mind remains sharp as steel. Today I speak of mysteries, of creatures from the antediluvian age. Do not the ancient prophets tell us about giants from before the flood who forsook Allah and worshipped false idols? Is it not possible these giants built marvels, works of wondrous power, now lost to us?
Zahra and Hassan are both dead, slain by an assassin's blade.
They're dead.
Sayyidi, I urge you to hide until it's safe. Apologies, people, but our lecture has concluded. Please, feel free to explore the House of Wisdom's many fine chambers.
You call yourself the great scholar, Fazil. You who burn books and hope the smoke will hide your crimes. How many did you sacrifice in your search for knowledge? How many did you use, damage, and discard in the name of discovery? Now you hide within the House of Wisdom. The house you led astray. But I will find you. And I will exact justice for every soul you savaged for your great work. It is true. Fazil leads the Order in Abbasiyah. I need to hunt him down. Gatekeeper, let me pass.
Those who came before are...
What are you talking about?
Those who came before are...
Let me get back to you.
I've lost Fazil's greatest work.
Looks clear.
I've lost
I can
Fazil's
use my
greatest
weapons
work.
again if needed.
What do you mean you lost the great scholar's masterwork?
I'm sorry. I was distracted by the presence of the famous poet Arib.
Forget the poet! We better find Fazl's book, or we're both dead.
Sounds like part of a passphrase.
Do the Qasr al-Hasani duty next week. It's going to be far more pleasant than some postings. Though it's about as far from our barracks.
No! Help! Guard! Killer loose! Murderer here!
What?
Hey! You look familiar.
Be dangerous. It's nothing.
What in God's name? How much longer can you hide?
Hold on. Huh? Won't take long! Right. Not here, are you? But I will find you. Hey! I'll flay you when I find you!
Looks like somebody left a book in the stairwell. That book looks out of place, wedged behind a desk like that. A history of the great scholar and his magnificent reforms of the House of Wisdom by Fazl Fahim. Not sure if this is the correct volume.
What?
I better not use my weapons here. The Folly of Poetry by Fazl Fahim. Does not sound too romantic, to be honest.
Wait, just a... I'll feed you your spleen!
This letter mentions a private reading balcony. Might be where the reader has taken the book.
Wait, what?
Aren't you on the posters?
An impressive volume, written by Fazil Fahim. Could be his masterwork. Its title is, "Those who came before are those who shall return." This has to be it. I better not use my weapons here. An impressive volume, written by Fazil Fahim. Could be his masterwork. Its title is, "Those who came before are those who shall return." This has to be it.
The old fraud Fazel went into hiding.
How exciting. What do you think frightened the great scholar?
The old fool must have imagined one of his antediluvian creatures. He's an absolute disgrace.
But where did he run off to?
There's rumors of hidden passages beneath the House of Wisdom. Maybe he hid down there.
I have heard the rooftop gardener mention these places, yes.
What a colorful detail to include in my verse. The scholar by secret tunnels fled, chased by delusions of deities who want him dead.
I need your eyes, my friend.
هل قرأت أحدث؟
Where is the country? I wish to complain about people. I remain profoundly unedified.
Did you see the powerful terror on
Looks
the
clear.
Great Scholar's face?
I can use my weapons again if needed.
Forget I mentioned it.
Keep to the roof, I say. Plenty of work to do up here. Safer too. Avoid dark hallways, especially... What's this place coming to? And those... Here goes! Makes my stomach crawl to its
What? There you are!
Thank you.
This key could be useful. I better not use my weapons here.
أحتاج إلى طين لإصلاح التنور. أرى الجحظ مؤخرا. التجربة لم يحضر أي مساعدة.
Pardon me, but I heard a rumor about a hidden basement beneath the House of Wisdom.
A secret basement? You must be joking.
No, not at all. Surely, such a large building must have basements and cellars to store books and inks.
I'm aware of no such location on these premises.
Perhaps a little token of my appreciation will jog your memory.
Most generous. Murders, mayhem, and bonfires. It's time for me to depart the House of Wisdom. Father has a fine carpet shop in Samara. He always wanted me to take up the family trade.
A wise choice. Now, about any hidden cellars.
Oh, yes, of course, forgive me. Now that you mention it, there is a basement hatch in the northwest courtyard.
Thank you. Gatekeeper!
Those who came before are
those who shall return.
correct. You may proceed.
Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed.
What the? Not ever. Don't worry. Now, what irons before you get me in there?
Get the feeling we are needed. We have to. Really? I'm going to drop you. Get back here. Let me for what I do. I'll blast you. Just fight, shit! I see you.
There is a deep wrongness here. A reek of rotten iron. Those robes might help me get closer to Fazil. What have they done to these people? Poor guy will not need this anymore. This should help me blend in.
Where is my robe? I can't meet the scholar without my special robe.
This way doesn't look right. Someone take me back to the light, shiny place.
Next subject! In here, now!
There are horrors here, but the most terrifying thing is that I have seen it all before. Somehow.
Who dares meddle with my great work? Killing my allies and spoiling my lecture. It's an outrage.
It looks like the handiwork of a trained assassin.
Must be some faction in the Round City. Or one of those jealous broods in Sharqiyya.
These killings were too subtle for mercenaries.
No matter. Once I understand how the mechanism works, I will prove myself to Al-Bahamud.
In here, Lackwit.
You are new, aren't you? I don't recognize you. They promised you gold when you volunteered, yes? No matter. What you are about to behold surpasses all worldly riches. Don't be afraid. Are you afraid? This is my great work. I call it Arua. It will take you on a journey to another realm.
Why did the first ones leave this world behind filled with fools, I wonder, and make so few of me?
We call this the House of Wisdom, but its foundations are unsound. For beneath the House of Wisdom lies the Dungeon of Ignorance, and upon such dark secrets we build our philosophies. Science is the noblest purpose. Knowledge is the greatest power.
No.
No? Then what?
Justice.
This may be the place. It may be here where lies absolute knowledge. It is not how I remember it. Behind the doors, it looked brighter.
But in the end, all we see is darkness. Get back to the inn. The scholar's notes. He believes in these ancient beings, the masters of memory. No question about it. Fazil was neck deep in the Order. The guards will be ever vigilant.
Citizens!
The Shorta watch my every move. If only someone could draw their gaze.
Basim ibn Ishaq.
How did you find this place?
Easy. I just followed the trails of blood.
You should not be here.
Do you talk to him?
Sometimes. Yes.
But he does not answer. I do. We have drifted apart since that day. But what we have seen back at the palace, this light, these sounds, we cannot have possibly forgotten.
Unlike you, Nihal, I keep the past in the past.
You call yesterday the past? And this jinni of yours, this repulsive shadow that crushes your chest, has it crawled back into the past too?
No. It is still here. Sometimes, even in the day, I feel its breath on my neck. The nightmare invades the real world, or has always been part of it.
This is part of your reality, Basim. I am a part of your reality too. I am your past. Tell me, will you leave me there? In the dark corners of your memory?
I will not.
Now, if you could invent a mechanical rug sweeper, Basim.
It is done.
And how did it all play out?
I'm afraid this is a tale for another day. We will save it for one of our campfires.
You have done well, my friend.
Better get back to my work. You know how easily I get bored. Thank you for what you did, Basim.
It is the truth. You have done well. One last thing. Arib, was she involved?
Not that I know. But we must remain vigilant.
ماذا؟ يبشر ذلك بخير.
What do you see?
سمعت شعر أبي نواس؟ الفنان ليس من شأني. أذلك؟ ربما فاتني شيء ما. لابد.
Basim, over here.
You seem shorter than I remembered, Basim.
And you still have not grown a single digit, Rebecca.
No, we're not here as enemies.
No, but we never held back on the training ground.
Roshan tells me you are local here.
In a manner of speaking. I lived here a time before I left for Anbar.
This place is no different from the places I'm used to. The rich wipe their shit with the clothes of the poor.
That is the Karkh I remember.
It is your Karkh no longer. Rebecca has uncovered a district tainted by corruption. Stronger than usual.
Rumors of harassment from officials, and goods being controlled and seized. We think someone here has a hold over the district.
Let me guess. The Order.
A grand auction is happening. The Dairat al-Mal. An annual show of silk robes comparing their golden spoons. No surprise, but this event is invite only. There is a high chance one of our targets will attend.
So, gain entry into the auction and find the one behind this.
Mumtaz, you catch on quick.
Finding it hard to keep up?
There might be clues if we trace trouble to the root. I can show you where they are brewing. Join me outside when you're ready.
Well met.
Nice to see you.
I am sure you have not been idle?
Here's what I have. Nothing else?
Can you make this better?
Take a look. Is that it?
I am in your debt.
Farewell.
Rebecca, do you have some time? I have a few questions.
Fire away.
What else do you know about the Da'irat al-Mal?
A specially curated place. One for the rich to display their bounty.
Does an event like that happen frequently here?
If the local merchants are to be believed, it happens once a year. But I'm sure there are no shortages of parties for the wealthy. What else?
What have you learned about Karch? I want to see it from fresh eyes.
Nothing that I'm not used to. Corruption, poverty. But the souk is vibrant. The spices, the materials, and oh, the tools. So many things I could experiment with.
Already thinking about taking a break.
Oh, calm down. I know where my focus lies. What else?
You know a little bit about me and where I am from. What about you, Rebecca?
Since when do you want to know more about me?
Come now. We are on the same side. Does not hurt to get to know who you are working with.
Well, I'm not from here. But let's just say my parents would not be out of place in an event like the Grand Auction.
You came from riches.
Shamefully so. As a child, I never enjoyed the glamour, the dress-up, and the manners. It was also suffocating. It all changed when I stepped outside of our gates one day and saw the world for what it really is. I've never turned back since. What else?
No more questions. Shukran, Rebecca.